Hello everyone. Today we will be looking at Surah 32 verse 5 of the Quran. He regulates the affairs from the heaven to the earth. Then shall it ascend to him in a day, the measure of which is 1,000 years of what you count. However, before we analyze this verse, let's first quickly refresh some Quran basics, which are going to be very important for our analysis. According to Surah 16 verse 2, He, that is Allah, sends down the angels with the inspiration revelation of His command upon whom He wills of His servants telling them, warn that there is no deity except me, so fear me. And Muhammad was chosen as His servant. Muhammad started to receive divine revelations when he was 40, and this continued for 23 years until his death. These divine messages were brought down to Muhammad from Allah only via angel Gabriel or Jibril in Arabic. Surah 2 verse 97 says, Say, whoever is an enemy to Gabriel, it is, none but he who has brought it, that is the Quran, down upon your heart, O Muhammad, by permission of Allah, confirming that which was before it and as guidance and good tidings for the believers. So this is a two-step communication system. Allah communicates with Jibril and Jibril communicates with Muhammad. Jibril was simply a message delivery guy. Now, Muhammad didn't get all the messages at once. Quran was revealed over a period of 23 years. As Allah willed, He substituted old revelations with new ones and sent the revelations in stages. In the Quran, the ban on alcohol was revealed in stages. The direction of prayer was changed from Jerusalem to Mecca, and so on. Also, many verses came depending on the situation. Example, satanic verses, domestic issues in Muhammad's house when his wives teamed up against him. Let's not go into those stories here. All we want here is to summarize the basics of how Quran was revealed to Muhammad. Gabriel or Jibril took the message from Allah and delivered to Muhammad. That was his only role. He was not making up revelations. Only Gabriel communicated with Muhammad, no other angel. Messages were delivered over a period of 23 years. Allah didn't send all the messages in one go. Messages were sent in steps depending on the situations, and some older messages were replaced by new ones. Now, these are the things which I believe all Muslims agree upon, and I have no issues with. With this in mind, let's look at Surah 32 verse 5. The major translations for this verse are pretty much consistent, and the one closest to the actual meaning is a translation by Shakir. Here is the word-by-word translation from Corpus Quran's website. The link is added in the description. It is always a good practice to see the word-by-word translation because, many translators put their own interpretations and words in the verses which are simply not there. So we are satisfied with Shakir's translation. Let's see what the tafsir of Muhammad's cousin Ibn Abbas has to say about this verse. He sends the angels with revelation, scriptures, and misfortunes. The angels ascend to him, in a day, whereof the measure of its ascent for other than the angels, is 1,000 years of that you reckon, which is of the years of the life of this world. Okay, that's perfectly what is understood from this verse. So here, Jibril is revealing a verse to Muhammad. For the next verse, Jibril now has to travel back to Allah, and by that time, 1,000 human years have passed. Jibril listens to Allah's command and brings the message to Muhammad. By that time, 2000 human years have passed. So, unfortunately, Muhammad is dead. Okay? Muhammad is dead by 2000 years. So, this is the wiki page for Muhammad's first revelation. Given that Muhammad received his first revelation in about 610 AD, his next revelation is going to come in the year 2610 AD. So we have to wait 590 more years for Jibril to return. Okay. Now this is a huge error in the Quran. Okay. However, as Quran claims, given that we showed a gaping error in the Quran, it turns out that the same verse has been used as a scientific miracle, that it predicts the speed of light. Let's quickly read what it says. Muslims believe that the angels are low density creatures, wow, and that God created them originally from light. They move at any speed from 0 to the speed of light. It is the angels who carry out God's orders. Those angels take the orders from a preserved tablet, I think it's iPad 20 or something, somewhere in outer space, and not from God's throne. They commute to and from this preserved tablet to get their orders from God, And in the following verse, the Quran describes how angels travel when they commute to and from this tablet. And the speed at which they commute to and from this tablet turned out to be the known speed of light. Thankfully, due to the sheer stupidity of the Islamic miracle folks, everyone is becoming aware of these gaping issues in the Quran. By the way, the prediction of the speed of light from this verse is nowhere near the actual speed of light. As shown in detail in wikiislam.net article, the link is this red text. Thanks for listening.